Does your wife have her wall up? That every time you reach out to her, all you feel is indifference, her not caring, her giving you nothing back in return, and no matter how hard you try, nothing changes? Well, this video is for you, where I'm going to break down what's making up that wall, common mistake men make, and then what to do instead. So let's get started with what's making up this wall. And it's two things. The first one is a lack of trust, where she's lost trust that you can be the man who you say you were going to be in the beginning, the man who can meet her need. Like, she doesn't believe your ability to lead, your ability to provide for her, not just physically, but also emotionally. And she doesn't trust that you're going to do the thing you say you're going to do, be the man who you say you were going to be when you guys first got together. So she lost that trust. And her not trusting you creates pain of her needs not being met over such a long period of time that she brings that wall up so that there's no more pain. She'd rather feel nothing than the pain of you not providing what she needs in this marriage. Now, the second thing is she doesn't feel safe, because it's one thing not to trust you, because if she didn't trust you and she felt safe, she would share those things. But she also doesn't feel safe with you emotionally, not physically, emotionally, maybe physically too, but primarily emotionally. And that's probably because you've been reactive all this time. So when she has shared things, or when she's tried to share things, it's not now, definitely in the past, she's experienced you as attacking her, running away, getting depressed, getting defensive, stonewalling, whatever. That's been her experience of you. And that means she doesn't believe if she shared these things with you, it would ever get through, and you would just kind of attack her back. So those are the main two things making up that wall. And what the mistake that most guys do is they see this wall and they do what we do as men. We try to force our way through. And that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to try to force your way through this wall. That's not how you do it, right? The other thing you don't want to do is feel defeated by this, because especially as it goes on for a week into a month, and you not being able to penetrate in everything you're trying to do, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, everything you're trying to do just isn't working. You still feel this up, and then you start believing, well, she's stubborn. She's not going to change her mind. Nothing I do works. You start feeling defeated and you give up. Or even worse, you stall out and you waste the precious time you have to save your marriage. And those are the two big mistakes I see men who come to me make all the time. So let's talk about what to do instead. And what I want you to do is view that wall simply as not yet. You haven't built up enough trust yet. You haven't made her feel emotionally safe yet. And make that be your indicator that there's more work to be done within yourself to lead better, to provide better, to meet her needs better, to do the things you say you're going to do better, to transform into a greater and greater version of yourself. And then your communication isn't there yet, right? You're not being able to make her feel safe yet, right? Just keep looking at that wall, not yet. Instead of, this will never happen, or say, I just have to get through, I just have to. No, just not yet. And keep working on yourself, keep growing, keep elevating yourself into the man who she doesn't need a wall to be with. And if you do that, I promise you that wall will fall. It will fall, and you will have her back. All right. If you want some help specifically with breaking down the wall and taking those steps, I have some resources in the link below this video. Feel free to use them, and I'll catch you on the next video.